Say it. How's it going, everyone?
Hello. Did we? Are we already live?
Yeah, I already turned it on live.
Oh dang!
I sneak it in there.
Oh my
Get the
gosh.
candid moments.
I can't.
I guess I should hit the intro, which I changed the background, but I didn't change the intro or the background and intro. Oh,
Hit it.
okay.
Being able to represent yourself as who you are helps others to speak for themselves.
I'll say, as I know right now, the Star Trek and Marvel universe are connected, but there is the multiverse, so you never know.
Who's her? You know her. Don't pretend you don't.
I know her. I've known her my whole life, literally. So,
Are you going to toss it off to me again?
I mean, no. I'm tossing it to Janora. Janora is going to have to introduce herself.
Ladies' Day.
Yes.
Wait.
I don't think there's a video game that simulates what it's like to have a family.
Definitely simulation game.
Are you kidding? I get left burned on fire. My mom leaves the stove on. That ain't a family. My house burns down half the time.
That's exactly what that's supposed to be.
I just sent the invite to Morgan because he and I had we got a discussion going on. And
Oh, yeah.
John, actually, you're a perfect person for this too. Kara, I don't know if you've seen Game of Thrones yet.
Oh yeah.
No.
So we had Morgan and I were talking about Game of Thrones
Yeah.
and how season 8 was just a garbage season.
I
Right.
heard.
And Morgan was saying that that the Daenerys story arc was the best of all the story arcs. And this is how we got to this topic, because he wanted to say that. And I said, yeah, it was a great story arc, but season 8 was trash. It didn't make any sense. He said, well, yeah, it made sense. She was going to burn all those people. I'm like, no, it didn't make sense at all.
No, for her to just all of a sudden just freak out, like just
Yeah,
go
it made no
fucking
sense.
genocide on everything. The way she was leading, like, and there was nothing really like forcing her to like lose her mind. Nothing tragic, really. I mean, nothing truly. Yeah.
And
Hey,
then,
did you see Nivik's stuff real quick? SpaceX, the rocket launches in like 3 minutes.
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
put
bring
that
up.
on. Put that
And
on.
what?
The SpaceX launch.
Elon Musk is whatever. Their rockets launching into space.
All right, there it goes live.
Unless he brings back aliens who help with global warming,
Yep,
I
and then
don't
they
care.
turn me into a superhero. That's all that matters. Just kidding.
Oh, there goes
Help with global
SpaceX.
warming, turn John into a superhero. Oh, that's cool. Going to space, y'all.
So this launch is because NASA has the partnership with Elon Musk's SpaceX company. They're taking the astronauts to the space station right now. So this isn't one of the fun, hey, we're sending a couple of people up to the top part of, to the border of space. This is actually a space launch. So
That's
this one's
cool.
actually different.
Would you guys go to space if you had the chance?
Honestly, I think it would be. I would like to.
I would love to. It'd scare the shit out of me, but I'd do it just so I could say I did it.
Well, and for me, it's not even just to say I did it.
Would you go for a spacewalk?
Yes. I want to.
Now, I don't
see
know
and
about that
experience.
shit. I'd be like, I'm in this chair. I can see out the window. I'm okay. I'm in space. I'm in space.
Because I want to see it and experience it. And, you know,
I'd go to another planet, but I don't know about going out in space.
it'd be neat to see
Toby's
like,
trying to talk, by the way.
the water stuff that the astronauts send back, or the videos how the water floats in the air, stuff like that. I just want to see. So that's why I would go out.
I'd want a job, like I'd want a purpose, not just to go there and say I did it. Like,
But I mean, it's a cool thing. It's a really I think this is the cool part, and not just hey, let me go to space and drop back.
yeah, they're actually doing something productive instead of driving a giant penis mobile up into space like Jeff Bezos.
I mean, Bezos and Musk, and even Virgin Mobile guy.
Getting ready for me.
I will admit that they are, as much as it is, because I applaud Tom Hanks for not just saying turning down the trip, because he said he wanted to save his $28 million. But I also have to applaud them because, I mean, truthfully, this technology is going to be where we're going anyway, and we're going to have to use this technology to travel in the future. Because, I mean, at some point we're going to have to leave this planet.
Yeah, but I mean, we're gonna go to another planet and trash that, you know?
That's just what we do.
The streets of the.
I mean, sadly, that's just what we do.
The lights of Florida down.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's right. And on your right, that second stage glowing.
But we'll learn new things, and that's the fun part.
With that red color we like to see, indicating everything is proceeding well.
All right, John, what do you want to play tonight?
Whatever you down with, man.
Did you download Forza yet?
Now 3 minutes and.
I don't have it on my computer. It's on. I'm gonna download it tonight because it's 100 gigs. I'm gonna download it when I go to sleep tonight.
Yeah, I downloaded it last night. It took forever.
But I got Age of Empires on here. We can always play some Rocket League. We could play that drawing game, so Kara could be involved.
Has the signals for Dragon and Falcon 9.
I am Fish. I like I am Fish.
On the first stage, we are coasting to apogee, beginning a slow 180-degree pitch, so that when the.
See, I wish they had a better visual. I want to see really what's going on.
Right.
When we do the relight.
Like seeing inside, seeing the people inside would be pretty cool too.
Yeah.
3 minutes from now.
Because all you see is the darkness in the abyss, and then the light from the engine. I want to see more. You know, I'm hooked on the movies.
Right? Yeah, I feel that. Like, wait, where's the drama? Where's the suspense?
Keyboard, and it will continue to fire. That's
Yeah, like where's the background music and all this?
Dragon, SpaceX.
Give me something. Give me a pew pew pew.
Right, we got those shots of like 8 people doing this.
I always love to hear trajectory.
Or at least like violins, you know? Dramatic violins.
The New Hampshire Tracking Station has acquired the telemetry.
So what have you guys been up to lately?
Well, I have Ezra's, believe it or not, since you guys have kind of seen him around the channel, his first birthday is next week. He turns 1 year old.
Awesome! Happy early birthday!
Happy birthday!
Pretty darn cool.
30 seconds.
And yeah, it's pretty nuts to be honest. It's just it flies, it really does. And then
on the second stage,
yeah, you know, just getting ready for the holidays. Gonna start doing some Christmas shopping. Probably starting to hear about this next week. I don't care about Black Friday and all that stuff, but you know, the simple things. Watch some show, finish some shows.
Yeah.
I went and saw the new My Hero movie in theaters that came
How
out.
was that?
That was really good.
There
Jacoby.
you go, guys. The people.
There.
Sorry.
That is cool. Look at them. Those suits are wild.
They're too calm though. I want them shaking.
Right? They look really relaxed.
Yeah.
On their way to
Like
the
they're
They're both in there.
napping.
Yeah, that one guy's looking around. Move his hand. She moved her hand, I think. Oh no, that's the
Yeah.
NASA thing. I thought that was their hand.
Oh.
I was like, what? Look how fast they're going.
Her hand is going around in
Wild.
circles.
They keep just gaining speed.
Hey, look at there, Jahan. What's going on, man?
John.
What's up? How you guys are doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
We're watching the space launch, the rocket launch.
Oh, really? That's what it is.
Yep.
I'm about to say, is that a new game? I'm about to say.
I can see that.
I
You
said,
know, right?
man, I want to play that.
confirming
Like,
everything
bro,
is
this is
still
the new
looking
Dead
good.
Space.
Oh,
Let's
look-
go.
Oh, wow, it looks amazing, though. Wow, it's very interesting.
Yeah. How have you been? What have you been up to, Jahan?
So I'm preparing for Anime NYC. We're gonna be doing a gaming section there, so I'm super excited. So I mean, I just did Comic-Con, now I'm doing Anime NYC, so I'm just like, yes, I'm super stoked about it. So I can't wait for that.
That's cool.
You're like the celebrity on this panel.
He is.
No, I'm not. I'm
You
not.
and
Listen,
Jacoby.
I do all this work and get no clout whatsoever. Like doing all the hard work doesn't give you clout.
I already feel more badass you just being here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, pretty much I'm like always behind the scenes, so I'm not really like the type of guy that's out there, because people like to keep me behind the shadows, but I still do my job, so it's all good.
Yeah. You're so
Ain't nothing wrong with
badass.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, I appreciate you. How you doing?
Oh, just being my own little badass.
Oh, okay.
Bunch
What you
of
got going on
badass.
for yourself?
From cutoff.
Shit ton.
Shit ton. I love that.
Yeah, deepened roots, branding gigs. If you guys need help with your branding, let me know.
Okay.
I started a show last night. It premiered last night. Jacoby
Ooh,
helped me with the video. We're doing some
Okay.
tweaks, and
alright.
yeah, it's called Showing Up Perspectives on Cancer, and it's just giving people the space to just share their stories as cancer survivors, supporters, and loved ones of people going through cancer, medical professionals, whoever, right? And so it's good. It's been fun. Actually, the link is in the private chat if you see it. But I don't know. So that's been fun and just busy, just super busy. I couldn't be on last week because it's just been like fireballs like that on the screen. Oh my gosh. What is that? I need some angry violins. This is intense.
Why is-
Well,
What
you
is
need,
that?
you need that song by Aerosmith. Don't want to close my eyes.
No.
From
There's an
Armageddon.
asteroid just.
Yeah. Every time I think of Armageddon, I always think of Steve Buscemi when he's on the rocket. He's like, "Feel the power between your legs. We got a front row seat to the end of the world, boys." He's at riding the nuke. That's fucking hilarious.
Well, see, the bad part is anytime I see Steve Buscemi, all I see is the Big Lebowski.
Right? Yeah, I feel that. Dude, I'm the dude.
Yeah. Oh, see, they look like they're taking naps.
Astronauts from a camera aboard Dragon. The crew
It
now.
looked like he passed out from all the expense.
Yeah, the guy on the far left.
He's like,
Just done.
he just collapsed.
Oh,
Okay, there he
Hi,
is.
you're
He's
alive.
alive. He's
You're
alive. He
good.
definitely looks like he collapsed.
the one on the far right has a
Like
stuffed
he fainted.
animal.
Yeah. So what have you been up to, Jacoby? You never said.
Same old, just busy. Tons of stuff going on here.
Right now, that second
I got too many meetings coming up because I gotta
is essentially going through
trying
a
to
sequence idle the second stage. Make sure we're not pulsing any.
What is NAIA, which is a National Association of
We're making sure that
Intramural Athletics, I think is what it may stand for. I can't remember. But there's a giant football championship that's coming to Durham. They're going to do an esports portion here. I got to run that. I'm trying to start a facility. Trying to help a couple of places get their facility going. It's nuts.
Good to be busy though.
Yeah, I'm trying to be like, Jahan making all the money. I want to have the space station like Mark because he makes a ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have a planet just like John. I know he's just got that planet money.
Yep.
Yep. Jacoby, aren't you forgetting somebody? Because I heard that Kara's got like whole galaxy money. Like she's really running things and really running the world because she's got not just planet money, she's got galaxy money. She's like entire galaxies that we don't even know about because it's all about.
We like to call that infinitesimal dollar.
None of this is real. This is all a simulation. We're actually all
because I want to
sleeping.
know where that is. Where is it?
Hey,
Where's
like I
this
said,
money?
you're just in charge of everything. And by the way, I heard earlier because I was actually watching from afar, and I thoroughly enjoyed the first episode of your new show that you've done with my new buddy Tim Sohn and everything. You are his bestie, and I consider myself his second bestie. But definitely, y'all did a great job. I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation that y'all were having, and you were truly amazing.
Yeah, so I made my rounds today thanking everyone on the show. We had over, I think, 35 people on the show. Almost 400 commented on this show alone. It was a premiere show on LinkedIn. Facebook wasn't working because Facebook is trying to implode itself apparently. But between LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter, we had almost 400 comments, and it was just amazing. And among one of the heavy commenters was Mark Lee. So thank you so much for supporting the show. I appreciate it. And for anyone interested, it is going to be on every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Next week, though, it's going to be on Tuesday at 9 p.m. because Tam's daughter has a recital. So kiddos first always. But so it's pretty exciting.
Working here for the last week.
Definitely great excitement. I'm loving this space kind of war and everything going on, and the space travel and everything. Hey, Jacoby, do we still allow animals to go into space? Because I remember in the early days, monkeys and cats and dogs and everything were going up into space. Now we got billionaires going up into space. I don't know if the dogs and the cats are even wanting to go into space. Are they even traveling anymore?
Probably. I mean, they'll send different animals, I guess, up there for science and research.
I don't think they're doing it anymore.
Because I thought they just sent a spider to see how a spider builds a web in space and see how that's affected by gravity.
The launch looked from
Not going up there and just making sure Instagram and shit works.
Yeah.
Facebook app. Do I get signal? Because the teens are gonna be pissed.
How do the animals know to pop their ears? When you go up in the plane and you have to chew gum or do one of these, and pop your ears. Animals can't pop their own ears.
No, I don't know.
If I send Rita up into space,
It was
how is she gonna pop her ears?
Send my one dog Ray up into space. She'd probably just sleep the whole time.
Take a nap the whole trip up to space. The dog's like, hey, it's a nap time. And I'm sitting there going when Jacoby's talking about spiders in space, I'm going does the spider even think about building the web? Or is he sitting there going or she going wait a minute, I think I'm just going to chill and maybe I'll just have my own little experience and all of that. I'm not bothering with this web thing.
No, I mean, if you're going to eat, you got to build a web.
It just needs to get us a pig and it's good to go.
They talked about how
Babe. Okay.
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Okay.
But they talked about how it was affected by gravity. If I remember, they were talking about how the web was built differently. But yeah, I mean,
It looked like a hot air balloon or something.
no, it wasn't as symmetrical as this particular spider species built it. So it was just a different. It was the web wasn't what you would see if it were built here where gravity is present.
Huh.
So it's just strange.
And now we know.
Yeah. And a tardigrade or a water bear can live in space.
What's a water bear?
I was just about to say, what is a water bear?
A water bear is another name for a tardigrade. Basically, that it's
water bear.
See, now I got to pull it up for I show you. This is what.
That's what a water bear looks like.
It's a micro animal.
Yep, that's it right there.
Yo, hello.
Yeah.
That's a worm of Arrakis right there. That's the shy halud. Anyone know what I'm talking about? Nobody.
Where did Jahan go?
I don't know. He disappeared.
I'm such a nerd. Jacoby, do you know what I was talking about?
Yeah, I've seen Doom.
There you go.
I love the part in the movie where it just sat there above him. That was beautiful.
Oh, dude, it's so sick.
Man, I'm sitting there. I was hyped just watching it. I was like, oh.
It was so good.
Oh, yeah.
They're also called moss piglets.
Moss piglets?
Moss piglets.
Those are little baby Bulbasaurs.
I like that too, baby bubble sores.
The Pokemon just hasn't been named yet. That's all that is.
Hasn't been given a name. Hey, John, I'm thinking there's certain animals, if we tried to send them up to space, they would probably go on strike because they've been around forever and we can't get rid of them. So I'm thinking if they tried to take like the lovely cockroach up to space, he's going on strike. He's going like, nope, I'm having enough fun down here on Earth. I'm not going up there. You can't make me.
Here's a funny realization I had one time, and I just thought about it since you brought up roaches. Those suckers can survive nuclear blast, radiation, a lot of different things, right? They're tough little bastards. What the fuck's in Raid?
Exactly.
I mean, yeah.
Do you guys know?
I have no idea.
I'm just like, what the hell they put in that sucker?
And I'm scared that you mentioned that because if it's enough to kill them, then who knows what the heck is doing to us.
Right. My mind was like, what the, just exploded.
I will admit, in a similar vein, so I hate housefly. That's the only insect that I really can't stand because I hate it. Even though it has I
hate flies. Gnats. Oh god.
Oh, gnats are the worst.
But the
welcome, John.
So I'll use Windex and everything else to spray it more so than I actually try and use the fly swatter. It works like a charm. I have the cleanest windows because I'm spraying Windex at flies.
Like Big Fat Greek Wedding, just start spraying Windex.
Windex. Oh, I love that movie. You got a zit? Windex. That's my dad's favorite movie growing up.
I tried an experiment because I actually went some produce box stuff, and unfortunately, it gave me those animals that come with nets and everything, those lovely things called fruit flies. So I actually did that experiment with vinegar, sugar, and dish detergent, and it actually works. Like I said, you put together that concoction, and for some reason, they go and think that they're having a smorgasbord, and they disappear. But I did not even think it was going to work, but it actually worked. And like I said, it got rid of them at least for a minute. Because when I read about it, I'm like, this is not going to work. The vinegar and sugar and dish detergent not going to work, but it worked.
I know, Nivek. Sorry about that. I'm just like, on camera. Sorry about that.
I have Forza 5 downloaded.
Oh, you have it downloaded?
It's downloaded, baby.
Also, wine. If you put it down the drain, the flies will follow. Or the gnats will follow.
Oh, really?
Wait a minute.
Not that I've ever wasted wine. I just know of people who think they can. I think that's an atrocity, but it works apparently.
So this means that we got a bunch of drunk flies flying around because apparently they want to go get drunk as well. So they're going to fly down there so they can get their buzz on as well. I had never thought about this as an idea, but I'm liking the concept.
Has anyone here seen What We Do in the Shadows?
I love that show.
Oh my gosh.
It's so good. We're on
I
season 3.
started watching it a couple weeks ago, and it's everything I never knew I needed.
It's the best thing ever. It's from a movie, and that came out a couple of years ago. But it's just hilarious. My favorite's in the first season when he's like, the vampires all go out and they go partying. They suck a bunch of partiers' blood that are like all on LSD and coke and shit. And he's like, I'm on drug blood, and now I'm a wizard.
That show is so stupid.
You know what's funny though? I know someone in real life who's like that character, but like not a vampire and dresses weird. But you know how sometimes there's always someone that reminds you of that person? Mm-hmm. I know someone who's like that guy. It's so funny.
That's hilarious.
Hey, Jahan, you're there in New York, if I remember correctly, and I remember hearing all those tales and stories of people that, would talk about those urban legends, whether it was alligators or other things in the whole New York system. So are those legends still out there? And how much of that is legend and how much of that is actual fact? Because I've heard of things like alligators, other things disappearing there, but it's been a minute since I've been to New York. So I don't know.
Where I was living in Harlem, I'm across the street from Central Park, like literally across the street from Central Park. And there's this big, massive pond. Somebody decided to drop an alligator in that pond.
Oh, wow.
Like, it was very scary. Like, they had to come and, like, get the alligator out. Like, I know, like, people put, like, weird stuff in the park for no magical reason. Like, you start to wonder, like, wow, how did this get here? So, like, alligators, trying to think, there was something wild. Oh, like, even, like, the possums. Like, they just start, is it possums or, like, the, not possums, what they call the raccoons or whatever. Like they just magically just started coming out of nowhere, So like they start like they're like habitat in Central Park, but I think they did a campaign to get rid of them. There's actually a campaign. I don't know if you've heard of it, but there's actually a dog rat catchers.
A what?
A what?
Yeah, dog rat catchers. It's a group of individuals who have dogs who train them to kill rats.
Wild.
Wait a minute. I thought that was the cat's job. I thought that was the reason to have cats and other people.
Man, I probably got it wrong, but look it up, man. Look it up.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah, look it up. Like I think it's a group of people, right? And then they go around with dogs, and they just go trying to kill rats because the rat is it's a really bad rat infestation. Like seriously, like it's really bad.
Hasn't it gotten worse since the pandemic?
Oh yeah, of course. It definitely got worse in the pandemic because there's been times where, I mean, if you really think about it, not that many people were in the train station, so there was not that many bunch of idiots just throwing food on the tracks for rats to eat. So I would assume like I don't know how rats work. I don't know if they. I don't know how long they can go without eating. You know what I mean? Like,
you didn't watch Ratatouille?
Ratatouille, oh Lord!
I heard that like the rats were starving because there weren't so many people, but they because there weren't a lot of people, they could roam around and run around more because there was no. Rat,
they definitely scavenging. They're scavenging.
Yeah, but then there wasn't a lot of food, so then they started eating each other.
Actually, so I'm at the event space where I mainly do managing events and stuff. And the restaurant next door, they had to close down because rats were able to chew through whatever metal piece that they had put up. So they just kind of pretty much just roam around. They went inside in the restaurant and they just started eating everything up.
Oh wow!
Yeah. I mean, and it was a lot of them, so they had to kind of get rid of the restaurant. So what they end up doing, which is hilarious, they end up selling they ended up selling the restaurant to people who didn't know what was going on in the restaurant. So they had to deal with it. So they patched it up. They did the patchwork, right? And then they sold it. They're like, it's kind of like a handoff, you know, the lease. And now they're there, and they have to do all this construction to get rid of the rats that's there.
Oh wow! Are they gonna? They should end up suing the company that sold it.
Well, I mean, I don't know if they knew. That it was. So I don't think they know. I know for sure because the owner has come up to me. He's like, "Dude, I got a rat problem." He's like, "I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna figure it out." And he obviously did figure it out.
Like, I was wondering why I got it for such a good deal.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And so it's funny. So they actually been doing construction for 4 months. I've been waiting for them to open up because I'm like tired of eating all the other restaurants. It's like you get to a point where I've been supporting everybody and everything else, and you get to a point where their food is not what it used to be, and that's the problem when you constantly eat at the same place because it's not going to be consistent as you expect it to be.
Yeah.
So like for instance, like I used to when I was working at the hospital, up in Washington Heights. There was this Greek restaurant. I was waiting for it to open, right? Like I thought at first it was an Italian restaurant, but I'm a sucker for pasta. Like you put pasta in front of me, I'm just like great. I'm eating it, right? So I'm waiting for them to open, and boom, they open. I pretty much like every Friday, I think I went there, tried out everything on the menu pasta wise, just to kind of like get a taste of like what's good and whatnot. And then then I'll come up with a formula of like what. I take like pretty much all the dishes and put them one together. Like, I make my own custom pasta. And they didn't have a problem with it because I was spending more money than most people. Because most of the time, most people just go in there one time. I was going there literally every week. So when I got paid, I treated myself to, some fine dining. So it got to the point where I got really close with the owner. And they have like a family. So it's like when you walk in, they have like tables. And then it's like 10 steps to go up to the next level, and they have tables here, but then they have like a big family table with a back. So the owner was like, "Nah, you go right to the family table. You don't have to be bothered by anybody. You sit at the head of the table. We'll bring you your food." So I used to sit at the head of the table, chill, hang out with the owner. We'll talk about stuff. We'll talk about their menus and what they can do. And they actually listen because as a customer who actually comes all the time, I'm actually giving them my honest opinion. I'm not just doing it because I like it, but I'm just saying I don't think I like it with this and stuff like that. So they actually listen to that. Now, as months going by, there was this one time where I had my special plate that I normally get every Friday, and I got my plate. I was eating, and then I was like, "Man, this sausage tastes real funny." So I asked the waiter. I said, "Excuse me, did you guys change the sausage?" And he's like, "No." I said, "You sure, man? This sausage tastes very tangy. Like it's not like actual sausage, like like it tastes like actual sausage, but this tastes like some pre-made sausage that you make in the backyard or some nonsense. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it was like really bad, right?" So he was like, "All right, no problem. Maybe go downstairs and check." So he goes downstairs and he looks in the storage room, and he comes back upstairs, and he walks through the door very slowly towards me. He's like, "Yeah, we did change the sausage." I said, "Yeah, because for me, I'm a big foodie, right? I'm a thing where it's like, if I'm hungry, I'm like, man, I would like this because just my mind in general is just like, I'm ready to have this. This is what I want to satisfy my hunger, right? I'll get a plate, and sometimes it'll never be the same, and it's dissatisfying, and it sucks, But it happens. So that's the main reason why, like, I would love to always try new things, and try to move on to something else. And most of the restaurants now here, I don't even eat no more. Like I just got I decided to try the chicken sandwich again at this Brazilian spot called Santa Brooklyn. And, the first time I got it, it was like smothered chicken, breaded smothered chicken. It was really good. I mean, it was just mouth-watering. Now the chicken is like burnt. It feels dry. Like you get what I'm saying? Like, where I'm going with this? And I don't like, for me as a customer, it sucks for me that I have to tell people like, hey, step it up because you're fucking up.
Unfortunately, you get like different cooks too, and you can't control that. And
and that's probably what it is. They probably have a trainee
cook?
or something,
Yeah, like can't that cook just cook like the other guy? And it's tough. You get that here too, because I've had a few restaurants where I'm like, well, okay. I'm sad. Yeah. It just tastes different.
And they wonder why you don't come back. Like they get mad. Like sometimes too. Like I walk by, hey John, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. You haven't come in and order any food. I'm like,
your food sucks right now.
Don't put me in that position, please.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I've just been busy. And I hate doing that. Like it's just like I'm lying.
You want me to share my screen to Toby?
I just don't want to put him in that position, and that's the whole thing.
Mine's about to pop up in just a second.
Definitely.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay, you're just asking me.
Totally get it. Where did Mark Lee go, by the way?
He said that he had to go somewhere, but he'll try and come back. I don't know. You know how Mark is. Mark is famous.
Busy Mark.
Oh, he's probably on What's Up Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
He does this lip sync battle.
Yeah, I forgot about that battle on Wednesdays. Oh, I was telling John, and you got to do it too, Kara, because there's going to be a segment. I've got to finish the clip for it. But we're going to do, since everybody's doing it, everybody's doing a top 5, we're going to do a top 4. And we're going to come up with different things. So we're going to start that next week. And then we also have to, I'm going to try and convince and twist John's arm. Coolio, what's up, man? I'm going to twist John's arm, see if he'll do it. Because he and I end up playing tons of games anyway. Jahan, he can jump in it too. And actually, Kara, you can help because the segment is basically going to be where we choose like a kids game and an adult game, but only one of us is going to do the kids game and the other is going to do the adult game. And then we're going to flip-flop each week. So rather than always doing an adult game, the other person's always doing the kids game, we're going to flip-flop. So it's basically you try and find a new game, play with it, play that game, play with it. And that sounds so bad. Play the game for about, a day or so, and then basically come up with a review and see if you can suggest it if it is worth playing.
I'm totally down for that.
Because that would be fun, I think. And then Kara, if you can come up with
it gives me a task. I like it.
That if you can come up with like self-help books or just something to motivation wise to keep people going.
How does that tie into the kid games and the adult games? I'm really confused.
How does a actual motivational book tie into, or anything motivational tie into a kid's game and an adult game? Basically, gaming is an outlet for people. That's all. And that means those individuals, a lot of times those individuals are looking for other outlets. They can have other ways to help instead of, hey, I'm so mad right now, I'm gonna go ahead and play Call of Duty right now because I'm just so frustrated. What are other things that they can utilize? Because they may not know.
I mean, I just think that element is kind of far-reaching. Like the book or whatever is far-reaching. I'm happy to just kind of review the game and look at it, and then kind of review like the healthy elements of it, or like potential things to kind of watch out for that could possibly fuel the not so good stuff. But like the books, I don't know. That doesn't. I understand where you're going from that or with that, but I feel that that's a little far-reaching and not.
The book was just an item. I mean, there could have been other things, other activities and stuff like that. The book was just an item. So yeah, it's far reaching for some, but it, other activities or other elements that aren't just gaming that we can think of that could help as an outlet.
Okay.
Well, you see how that ties in? Not thinking that a book is it itself. The book was just an item to represent other activities.
Okay.
Just thinking of just different ways, how other things tie in.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Write it down. I guess maybe I'm not able to connect exactly right now. But definitely yeah. Write it down so I can kind of understand your approach.
Yeah. Trust me, my approach is maddening because I am crazy.
Right.
But I'm just.
I think that's why I'm like pumpkin. Yeah. You're trying too hard.
Nah, see, if you take swinging on a swing as a good outlet of relaxation, or yoga as a form of relaxation, just something different.
But how does that tie into games?
Swinging on a swing is a good break, because say John and I start playing this Forza and John's killing me, I'm going to need a place to relax, and swinging on a swing could be a way for me to relax.
Okay, I get what you're trying to say now.
I'm racing right now, baby.
I love you, and I want to make sure I understand what's in that beautiful noggin in your head.
I just figure that everything really, gaming is just a powerful tool, and it can be utilized in so many ways. So I figure, we'll just try different ways to tie it in.
Yeah.
Yes, Mark, I am a self-admitted mad scientist. It's just that all my science comes out as crap.
No. You're the kind of guy who really wants to make things fit in the way that you want it to fit. So you're like, I know this is a square space, but I want the round peg to go in it,
Hey, I'm going to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make that square go into that circle.
I mean, you do you.
And see, even Nivix agreed with you.
Yeah, thank you, Nivix. I miss you. How are you doing today?
I do it too.
Where did Jahan go?
That's a good question.
The rats got him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the rat.
Where did Morgan go, by the way?
I don't know. I sent him a message, and he never responded.
He probably fell asleep on his chair again.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. John thought you were taken away by the rats.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I've never seen like a mob of rats. I probably seen like maybe 3 rats. Maybe they were kids, because they kind of play like kids. If you really think about it, right? Like you see them in the tracks and they playing games on the tracks. And then, one of them fumbles, and then I guess they laugh at him and they run away. So it's kind of similar, I guess. I don't know. That's just my thought process when I'm looking at like rats just on the train tracks and stuff.
I think it's crazy that there's so many that
frame
you guys are coexisting how they are.
Yeah. I was actually watching a video, which was hilarious. I just couldn't believe it. This guy, I don't know how people can capture this stuff, because you know how like they have like all these like animal movies and like they're able to talk and then they can sense like humans can hear them or something like that and they act awkward and then when they're not around and they act normal and stuff. I just saw there was a video of two pigeons literally holding one pigeon and literally threw him in the tracks while the train was coming.
What?
I can't make this up, and I wish I saved it, but it's like one of those things that you can't unsee because it literally happened. Because they were on the train tracks. I don't know how people do it. I don't know if it was like it was animated or anything like that, but it literally looks like they were outside on the train tracks. I mean, not on the train tracks, like the platform. This guy's filming these two pigeons, literally pick up the pigeon, like I guess they were holding the pigeon. And as it got to the yellow line, they flinged them into the train tracks, and the train came at the same time. You can't make this up. Like, it's crazy. Look it up. I don't know if it's still out there, but it's hilarious. I said, man, only New York. You would see two pigeons trying to throw their own pigeon into a train track. Like, it's crazy out here.
Pigeon homicide?
That's nuts. What kind of
homicide?
I'm not in New York.
Yo, only in New York, man. I tell you.
There's like mafia pigeons up there.
Let me tell you something. Tourists, like a lot of people don't realize.
Some Bloods and Crips came back as pigeons.
Yeah, right? Like they're reincarnated or something.
Stay off my block.
And they just literally just fling them over. I call that's more Italian than anything. That's Italian type of thing.
Yeah.
Where they just grab by the arm and they just fling them.
Pigeon
That's
tries
crazy.
to go back to its nest to sleep, and there's a pigeon head in it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. What I was saying. Damn.
It does sound like a terrible band name. Like a punk rock emo band.
Like honestly, I really think that tourists don't really come to New York City just to see New York City. They know how they think it's like I don't know, like amusement for them. Just kind of like see, everything. It's like their real life museum for them. When it comes to New York. Because if you really think about it, right, they got tour buses going all the way up to Harlem and stuff like that, and what is there like? Honestly, to kind of like tell people really about Harlem, you know what I mean? Like they they're driving by and you see them just looking at like all these projects and everything else, and then once they pass by, then that's it. But to me, I feel like for tourism, it's just more of amusement. Like I would go to another state, right? And honestly, I've never been there before, so for me, it's just like I want to enjoy the scenery. Like I want to enjoy something different. Now that's the way I look at tourism. But I think that's where other tourists that come out of, different, corners of the globe, they treat it as if like, we get to see like real life New Yorkers, and real life stuff that's happening here, I don't know. That's just how I feel. Like people get excited to get robbed, like they get robbed by like taxis. Like, oh my God, I just had an experience, like taxi drivers like driving around all over the city just to get to the destination like an hour later, and they just get beat over here for like $300. Like that's just the New York way. Like that's what we do to tourists. So they get excited, just the thrill, because I guess they live foreign lives where they at. But it's like New York is, it still has this little nitty gritty. Freaking Times Square is like Disneyland. I hate it.
Oh my gosh.
Bring me back.
Oh, and those people dressed up in those costumes, and then they I tried to get Minnie Mouse tried to hug me one time, and she was about to get decked.
Oh, that's a mob. They'll get mad if you don't give them money.
Yeah,
you take a picture with them, and they're like, "Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money. You owe me money now. You take my picture, give me money."
Yeah, I was on a subway. Last time I was in New York, I went on the subway, and kid you not, one little thing where you give them the ticket, the little ticket area, it wasn't working. I know how to read, I know how to use it. It wasn't working, right? So I'm like, fucking A, and like trying to get it, and then someone tried to use it. I'm like, I told you, and then someone felt bad and thought I was just like, I don't know, slow or something, or not like able to like do it and use the machine properly. And he's like, here's my thing, and he used a different one for me to get through to the but he like, I don't know, I'm like, thank you, but I had like a little bit of like rage, like Yorker rage. And then people just felt sorry for me. But I'm like, no, I for real, it's not working, guys. It's not working. And they're like, oh yeah, okay, little girl, sure. I'm like, no. So but every other little machine thing that I used worked. So whatever.
That's pretty funny.
Whoa.
Well, you know who's your tour guide when you come next time.
Next time, yes. For real.
Hey, look who just made it back.
I made it back. I was actually listening on the other phone, so let me get rid of the double talk and all of that because we were hearing ourselves in stereo, which is always a fun thing to have happen. Hey, by the way, John, I was listening to you and the pigeons and everything, and if you'll read the comments, I was actually saying that a young friend of mine who was actually
in private chat. Oh, we're not in private. I was in private chat.
But he used to be over there at the local gas station here, and we jokingly talked about pigeon court because all the time the pigeons are flying into the windows and all of that, and we were thinking, what if the pigeons decided to try us humans, because we're the ones that are putting up the signs and the ones that are making those glasses all that clear and everything. So this was like a running joke that me and Eskimo had. That's the nickname. I can't even remember Eskimo's real name and everything, but I always knew him by his nickname. And he would always say, hey, Mark, is that pigeon court still going on? Because we had this whole running routine about pigeon court and the pigeons that were going to have court with us as the humans. We had decided that corporate America should be the ones that get tried, by the way, because we were like, hey, we're just supplying the Windex and everything. It's actually the big boss that is making us have to clean it. So if you're going to try somebody, try the corporate America. That was our conclusion.
So I'm going into a boob.
America.
Oh man. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Like oh man, it's unbelievable. Like they just literally flung that other pigeon to the train tracks, man. I'm literally gonna try to find that if I can, but I don't know.
That's nuts.
That's just crazy. Hey, Jacoby, the other thing that I mentioned backstage and everything, and I think you or some other from Durham have said that they remember those. But yes, I do remember some big rats here in North Carolina. I don't know if they're still around, but some of them were so big that the cats were scared. I mean, literally, I saw a cat that looked like it had shell shock one time because it had run across one of our bigger ones, and the cat was looking at me as if to say, "Did you see that?" Because I don't believe that was as big as what I think I saw. So it was like it was shell shocked.
We got some big ones walking around. I've seen them. They haven't gone anywhere.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, I'm gonna share right now.
Cool.
Oh my goodness.
By the way, John, I'm digging this Forza.
Dude, I'm having a blast right now, bro.
Oh, wow.
I made my character and everything, and I picked my first car.
Is this the Gran Turismo killer?
Oh, dude, it got a 10 out of 10 for the rating.
Okay.
I'm rocking my Supra. Let's go.
Forza and Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon's more of the arcade style, more fun, just drive.
Yeah. Like
Forza
there's drifting
is
in this.
Gran
There's other
Turismo's
stuff.
competitor.
As a non-driver, I'm like seeing the puddles and the cars, and this is actually looking like I could actually imagine myself trying to drive, even though that would be a scary thought. Almost as scary, Toby, as me playing Operation, because y'all thought I was bad in Pictionary. I heard y'all talking games.
Man,
Operations would not be the answer.
we got to get Pictionary back going again. Because that was hilarious.
It was hilarious, and I was hilariously bad. And then,
Hey,
like I said,
welcome.
Okay, I put it on the private chat.
Okay. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Oh my gosh, that's sick.
Will it allow me to get it?
So.
Oh, somebody else get. Oh, John, you disappeared and came back.
Yeah, because I'm on my phone, so like my laptop, I forgot my laptop charger, so I'm just kind of like using my phone, and I'm just like, with this. So, did you get in the chat? Do you have it? The link?
Yeah. I'm gonna share it in the chat now so everybody can enjoy it.
Oh, great.
That is golden right there.
And Kara, I did hear you as I was backstage and everything and was watching from elsewhere, and you were correct. At some point, I will have to bounce off because it is time for the lip sync battle, and I'm very good at trash talking, so I do real fun with that. I'm really not that good as a lip syncer, and I will admit that here on this show. But
Pop off,
definitely
Mark.
the trash talking is fun because I get to tell them that we've won no matter how bad we've done, and I get to claim that everybody from the president to the astronauts have declared us the winner.
There you go.
Look there, Big Mark with the talented.
Right.
I'm gonna have to go ahead. Mark, what song you want to sing? I can play it. Well, actually, I can. I'm not getting dinged by Twitch.
Yeah, don't get dinged by Twitch, and I'm not even. I need to find out what our song is today, so I'm going to go on our LinkedIn and I'll tell you. Oh, I know what it is. Oh, y'all are gonna get a kick out of this because this is not a song that I am gonna even pretend that I know how to sing it. We're gonna be trying to sing Gloria.
Gloria?
You know the rock song Gloria?
I'm gonna have to look that song up. Gloria. I'm trying to think. What
John,
that song is.
I saw that video twice just now. It looks like the pigeon in the middle was sick or wounded because it didn't fly.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Well, it does look, but it does. The appearance of it looks like they were flinging him into the train track.
Like, no, they were, but at the same time, like how they did it, like it also kind of looked like he was unable to fly to begin with.
Okay.
So they probably, I mean, it's still a pigeon homicide.
Why did he put him in the train track? And then think about this. Just how crazy just the whole scenario. They literally were dragging him into the train track. They flung him, and the train came at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Extra level mastermind right there.
Right, but it looks crazy, right?
Nimic said the pigeons were all finish him.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, really look at it. It's like, wow. Okay.
Because there was a pigeon that, like in the very beginning of the video, there's a pigeon that flew in front, kind of like the whole like, do it, guys, do it, and then the three pigeons. Yeah, oh my gosh, that's crazy.
To answer your question,
The weird stuff I see on here with you guys and the weird things we talk about.
Right.
Well, we get way out there. Hey, and to answer your question, Jacoby, Gloria is a song that was made famous by Van Morrison and apparently somebody named Laura Branigan as well. But that is the song. It is Gloria. Apparently, it was a hit maybe back in the 70s or the 80s or something like that. But it is a song. And I want to say it may even deal with depression and some things around those lines based on some of the lyrics and all of that. But definitely, it is a song that had a little bit of a run for a minute. But yeah, that's who does Gloria. It's a Van Morrison song.
Interesting. Oh Lord, I got all these cars I got to get around. Move out my way. Move out my way. There we go.
Why does it have a rewind button?
Huh?
Why does it have a rewind button?
So
remember the old Need for Speeds? It was like you could fix your mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, Forza Horizon is all about just the party and having fun and just driving. It's honestly, so you got Gran Turismo and then you got regular Forza, which are your two. Hey, I really love racing games. I want to be into racing. It's all about racing. I want to tune my car. I want to do all this extra stuff. I want to have my whole garage with all this mess and worry about all the other pieces. That's Forza and Gran Turismo. This is just your straight up arcade, like shit. Cruising USA. Remember that in the arcade? That's all really this is.
Oh, just an arcade style.
Wow.
Type of racing.
Yeah, I mean it's fun. It is fun.
Oh, dude, it's a blast. I'm straight tearing it up right now.
But who's winning? You or Jacoby? Or are y'all racing against each
We're
other?
not racing yet.
Yeah, I got to
Y'all
build
gonna
my
do that
character
later.
first.
Cool. Hey, Kara, before I get ready to bounce and everything, it does look like this song has a lot to do with mental health, because as I'm looking at the lyrics, it's talking about everything from breakdowns to voices in the head to definitely even living under what they're considering normal in the song and all of that. So even though it's an old song, it deals with an issue around us being well in our mental space and all of that. And definitely that's kind of along the lines of what your whole wellness agendas are and everything. So as I was reading the lyrics of the song, I was going like, wow, the song is actually dealing with stuff that we talk about here on the show, as well as just in life in general. Because I think the fourth stanza is, I think you're headed for a breakdown, so be careful not to show it.
Well, speaking of a real life thing, I think this is actually a beautiful thing to make it more inclusive and more of a connection type thing.
It also included a gender thing at the end. It's he, then it's she, and it's they and them.
Yeah, and you can also choose a prosthetic if you need to.
Oh, you can choose your own prosthetic?
Yeah, so for example, I mean, there are individuals that have prosthetics. Guess what? In the game, you can create your character and have prosthetic legs.
Make people feel more included.
Yeah, have a prosthetic arm.
Wow.
Mark, going back to what you were saying, I was reading the lyrics actually, because I'm like, I know the song, but I never really knew the lyrics. Kind of sounds like, one of those, like just one of those people just trying to make a big name for themselves, and they're kind of saying more than what's going on, and they're kind of just kind of living in the fast lane, and it's catching up with them, and that kind of sounds like that.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, if it's in the 70s, I can only imagine, right? Like New York or LA, just kind of,
Exactly.
Jeremy's a good song too.
What was a good song, John?
Jeremy.
Oh yeah.
I think it's called Jeremy. Is it by Pearl Jam or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to see Mark do Jolene.
Oh, that sounds scary in and of itself.
Dolly Parton, Jolene.
What's Up by Nas.
Little Nas X did a really great cover of Jolene.
Yeah.
You can do the Lil Nas X version, Merkley.
That kid is super talented.
Well, I'm open to all ideas, and I will pass them on to Brian, Nancy, and now my new teammate, Alex, since Tim is no longer my teammate, since he's working with her on the show. And
Since I
everything.
stole him,
My
yeah.
New teammate Alex, and we gave up being Team Turk, and now we have the Team Chamberlain and everything. So
Alex Chambers. Oh, that's good. You should do. Push It.
Oh, Push It is a compliment. That's up to it now. Jacoby, you got any ideas of classic songs that I need to bring to them over the next couple of weeks or months or everything how long this contest lasts?
I mean, it all depends on what kind of mood you're going to get into. Like I said, Jolene will be great because you can get very animated with Jolene.
Right.
Then if you want to go all the way to doing another class, do Prince.
Oh yeah.
Heck, we're doing Forza, do Little Red Corvette.
Little Red Corvette is a cool song.
Yes.
I was actually thinking When Doves Cry, which is actually one of my favorite songs.
I mean, When Doves Cry is great. Or even better, if you want to get animated again, you do Kiss. When Doves Cry isn't animated. Kiss you can really get into.
Then you were talking about animation. A friend of mine turned me onto a Prince song that I had actually forgotten about. I'm going to be honest. I love Prince, but I had forgot about the song Adore. And Adore is a classic.
Oh, I love Adore. Oh.
All right, Kara, which one are we going to choose? We're going to choose the Supra, the silver car, the Bronco, or the Corvette?
Oh, I like the silver.
Yeah, I'm feeling that silver one too.
I chose the Supra too. The bees.
Mark, you should do a Genuine's Pony.
Genuine's Pony?
I heard that song
again.
I heard that song outside a bar today, and it immediately just transported me back to 7th grade when we didn't know what the song was about.
Went back in time. It's like, hey, I don't know what this song's about, but I like the music. Hey, Jacoby, I saw that the Jetsons, there's actually a company called, I know it's changed the topic because I saw that playing there, called the Jetsons, and they are actually selling Jetson planes that will, do the whole Jetsons flying around kind of thing that was in the movie. So there's actually a company, I want to say that's based in maybe the Middle East or somewhere like that, but the cars were not cheap. I want to say that they were maybe the cost of a Tesla. But definitely you can pre-order and all of that. The scary thing was that it was pre. They only gave you like half of the car. You had to put together the rest of it. So like I said, it was like one of those assembled kind of vehicles. So you could have the flying around cars that we all wanted from the days of the Jetsons. So they have got pre-ordered, and some of the places that had pre-ordered were interesting. But I think I saw one that had been pre-ordered for Alabama, one for South Carolina, one for different other places that I wasn't thinking that there was as much wealth there as apparently there is. So definitely there were folks that I think they pre-ordered 48. So I need you to pre-order yours, Jacoby, and we'll share it.
So I didn't get you in time, but I was requesting the license plate to say burrito because I had enough letters.
I know you've just arrived, but our first showcase is ready to roll. We just need our superstar.
All right, so I guess I got to go here to the showcase.
Yeah, that's your first one.
Okay.
And then here in a minute, you'll be able to like free roam a little bit.
Ooh.
I'm gonna hit this jump. Here we go.
For this.
Look at that super right there, buddy.
I love it. Jahan, Jacoby, Kara, my good friend and everything. Tim's besties. I'm Tim's second bestie, and all of that, and the rest of the gang that may be watching. I'm ready to bounce off and go do my lip sync battle.
Was that you?
Yes, have fun.
Have a blast.
Yeah, man. Enjoy.
Bye.
May your lips move in your favor.
Appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow. Let me rewind that. Came in too rough in there.
Oh my God. I just took out like a whole house. I apologize, everybody. I didn't mean it.
I had to learn how to get my. Whoa.
What are you doing?
You're driving crazy.
Yeah, you are.
So,
Oh, I just tore up my house.
Jahan, I'm gonna ask. Have you gotten any weird messages lately?
Oh yeah.
From who?
I don't know, so maybe from, I don't know, maybe North Carolina. Like just a random North Carolina zip code.
Oh, hold on. It's North Carolina or
Area
Canada
code?
now because John got them from Canada.
Canada or North Carolina area code?
No.
Okay.
Why?
So, okay, everyone watching, we love you. We love our audience. We love our viewers. And we love when you interact and reach out. I received a LinkedIn message from one of our viewers the other day, just telling me, like letting me know about a song, and I loved it because it was so cool, right? So I love that rapport, right? And then sometimes I get things like a couple weeks ago, right after the show, random number trying to get frisky, and that's not appreciated.
How'd they have your phone number? It's on your LinkedIn?
Especially since that episode we were talking about how women in general feel targeted by gamers sometimes, like when female gamers play video games and sometimes they feel targeted and harassed, and then I go and get harassed after a gaming show. So that's not appreciated. But if you ever need to just say, hey, or reach out to us, please reach out via LinkedIn or Instagram. But yeah, so that's all I have to say about that. So now we know
Wow.
that it's me. And then John's just getting harassed by Canadians.
It's so strange. It was so weird. She's like, "What do you mean you had like? How do you forget me?" And I was just like, I had like 2 people a week that text me. So I was like, "How do you have my number?" I was like, kind of like defensive about it. Plus, it was like in the morning.
Did she know you during your hoe days?
My hoe days. That's so funny because I straight had hoe days.
Yeah.
No, I remember. Shoot, man. I'm like in my 20s. Well, I was pretty sheltered. I grew up in the church. I didn't lose my virginity until I was 19. So, like, as soon as I discovered what it was, I was like, "Oh my god!" You know, it was like a whole new world.
Yeah.
Pretty much, exactly.
But yeah, I don't know. Just saying. Just.
Oh, sorry you had to go through that. Man.
No, it's fine.
That
I just
sucks,
didn't know if it was. Yeah. No.
How do I get your number though? Like, is your phone number on your LinkedIn?
Probably from an old Facebook something.
Oh.
But now, if you guys are trying to find it just for fun, I will block you. And then I will make your life hell.
Are you on a website with your contact number?
I don't even know. I'm sure I am searchable somehow.
Okay.
Like I can't even enter web, so probably. I'm probably not that hard to find, but don't do it, guys, because, that's a thing. I love that we're all here together doing our thing, but there's a line. And so if you think it's cute and clever, it's not welcome for it to happen to anyone. But I'm going to say something if it happens and I know about it to anyone, including myself.
Absolutely. Call them out.
Yeah. And it's all good because, I'm very much, in my own personal power. I do personal power coaching and all that. And here I just come here and just act like a jackass because it's fun, but I'm still myself. And, we're still humans and we all have this mutual respect for each other. And I have a huge respect for the fans who, reach out and talk to us. Like Nivex is pretty much Gamers Den family, So also, Mr. Kevin, thank you so much again for sending me that song. It was super cool. It was like very electronica and it made me super happy and happy.
Do you like electronica stuff?
I don't, but that made me super peppy and happy.
Oh, what kind of music do you like?
I'm
actually super curious now that we're on that topic. Yeah, what's everyone like? What's y'all's favorite music? What y'all listening to now? What's y'all play when y'all play some music? Oldies work too.
Everything.
Yeah.
Should I be playing oldies, newies, Disney songs? It don't matter.
It depends. Like if I'm cleaning.
Or what's your cleaning?
It's like older music.
Mine's just I say thug stuff, dude. I'm out there just
What is that?
Thug right there.
What do you like to listen to, Jahan?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up on hip hop. And then like I discovered alternative. Like I was just like, alternative, all this. Let me get this Limp Bizkit, Korn, and Tool, and all this other stuff. I'm just like, give me all of it.
My favorite song is The Pot.
So I definitely loved. That was like the TRL days, honestly. But
oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like really big into alternative. I really loved it. And then like I discovered like techno, electronica, stuff like that. I'm not really too fond of the names, but like there's certain individual ones like songs that I like, I'm like that's on my playlist without a doubt.
Are you doing upbeat electronica or more jazzish?
It's kind of like, I mean, honestly, I grew up on, which is even more crazy. My sister used to go to Acid Place all the time. So, those were those are like the underground, grungy, like industrial clubs. Because back then you was able to bring in your own damn little kid brother to in those things back then. Like they weren't really carding people like that. So I grew up on the industrial. Like I like the Depeche Mode and all that stuff. Actually, one of the songs, because I do karaoke, so I'm not like
karaoke.
Oh yeah, I'm a beast at karaoke.
I'm gonna go to New York soon. Okay, I'm gonna have to, and we're gonna have to karaoke because
Okay, we could go
I
to
love
Korea. We could go
karaoke
right to
too.
Koreatown. They open 24/7, nothing but karaoke. Whenever karaoke your heart out.
Jatovi, you're in here with me.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, I'm right here. Well, I see your. Oh no, you're not in here with me. I just see your name.
I'm trying to find where are you then?
I think it's just like a automatic thing. I don't know, but you're right in front of me in my game. It's pretty funny.
I just saw it. I just saw a verse. Where'd you go? Did you
What
take
do you
a
like
a
to
right?
sing karaoke wise, Jahan?
I gotta find you now.
When I first started doing karaoke, honestly, I was doing like R&B songs. I was doing like Case, Genuine. Then I would always close out like karaoke night with Nirvana. I do like Smell Like Teen Spirit. I close it out with that. And then I kind of like got more into it because I really wanted not like be professional, but in the sense of I had like a long range of songs that I could sing, you know. So I started doing a couple of Weekend songs. I like The Weeknd, obviously. That's like one of my favorite artists at this point right now. I just like the vibe, you know, just the wittiness and obviously just the crazy stuff that he's saying. It's just I don't know. It's just for me. It's just like I just like melodies. I like stuff that like just on beat. For me, he's like very artistic. He reminds me of like a modern day Michael Jackson in a sense. Because if you hear him, it sounds like it really feels like Michael Jackson is saying those words. It's like it's so weird. You know, like as if let's say if like Michael Jackson decided to get into that modern style of music, like that would sound like it, you know, and that's the reason why I find The Weeknd very appealing to me. But I do Weekend songs, I do like old school stuff, like I've done it's been a while since I did because we do karaoke here in the event space, so it's been a while since we've done it, but I've been working on trying to do a couple alternative songs. I do the ones that make sense and that's gonna get the crowd going, and especially I do ones that catch people off guard. So like I like Strange Love with the Depeche Mode. So I do that song. That's one of my favorite songs right now. Hold on a second. Somebody's at the door. Give me a second.
Very good. So Jatovi.
Yeah.
Last time I did karaoke, I did Melissa Etheridge's "I'm the Only One," and that was pretty good. I was like, I'm not a professional, but that was pretty good.
That was pretty cool.
And it was fun. I was like, oh yeah, this is fun. I had my little confidence, and I was like, oh yeah, this is cool. I've done a Taste of Honey though. Boogie Oogie Oogie. That's my go-to. I love that song.
There's actually a group that I found. So I like going through different, I'll flip through different songs and do my favorite thing right now is the Google Music. Same thing as Spotify and all the other ones. But just discovering music. So one of the groups that I found when Jahan, you were talking about electronica stuff, there was a group called I think it's the Free Nationals.
I love the Free Nationals.
I had never heard of them.
Really?
Yeah, and I got hooked on one of their songs. Ooh, somebody just ran right into me when I wasn't even looking.
Yeah, like Anderson .Paak is in the Free Nationals.
Oh, I didn't know he came out of the Free Nationals.
Yeah.
Because I like me some Anderson .Paak. I'll definitely listen to him all the time because he's super talented as well. I mean, he and Bruno Mars and who's the other one that's in there? They do the Silk. What is it? Silk.
Sonic.
Silk, whatever. Yeah. Ooh, I was reading him. So yeah, I've been going through the whole. I'll find a song like. I mean, I'll talk about Ted Lasso till I'm blue in the face because Ted Lasso is such a great show. It also has some great music in there. And that's how I found a lot of other music, like Celeste, I think it is.
Yeah.
She has a beautiful song that's a part of Ted Lasso. There's also, what's the other group? I can't think of the name of the group that's also in there, or the other group that I found. Oh, Michael Kiwanuka.
Oh, yeah. I've been into like a lot of like Afrobeats and UK grime. I don't know. I've just been really into that lately. So like Stormzy, Dave, and then like Afrobeats like YC. Yeah, I've been really into that. And of course Burna Boy. But I've been really into that music lately.
You like somebody hit me again. Why you hit me on the side? You denting up my Supra. You can't dent up my Supra. What's the name of that? Stay on the edge so I won't get run into. What's the name of that freaking group? She does a phenomenal job, and you'd like her as well, especially being in Afrobeats now. She did a song on, and I found her because she did a song on the Coming to America soundtrack, the second one. Tiwa Savage. You really like her.
Who was it?
Tiwa. Oh yeah, no, I've heard. No, I do like her actually.
She's phenomenal.
No, I do like her. Yeah. Yeah, I really like her.
She's got some great music. And then there was a what's his name? Kiz Daniel and WizKid.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. I love them. There was a time where I was just hitting this playlist heavy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was all sorts of stuff, but like all of that. Kiz Daniel, WizKid.
John, where are you in the game? I'm trying to find you.
Oh, mine was being freaking. I was having disconnect issues. They've been having problems because every big game that we want to play together has issues.
It always turns out that way.
And then, like, again, on the UK spectrum, like, Skepta, of course. Oh.
Yeah.
He's not grime, but he's, like, part of, I don't know. But I've been into that, a lot of that lately. Like, both genres, it's, like, interchangeable for me lately.
So, one of my favorite all-time groups has always been The Art of Noise. The Art of Noise, Enigma was always okay, but there's actually, I also like Sting. I enjoy Sting. But there's a kid out of Chicago named Andrew Bird, and he's really good, and he's kind of a mix between all three in a sense. Because he sounds like Sting when he sings some, but some of the music that he puts out is very similar to Enigma and The Art of Noise.
He looks like a happy little neighbor who just keeps putting out your trash every week, and like he doesn't stop because even though you politely tell him, "Thank you, I can get my own trash." He's like, "Okay, I got it for you. Let me help you."
Yeah.
Have a wonderful day.
Finally, Haley got me a diaper.
Shows up looking in the back of your like kitchen window. How's it going today, neighbor? It's a beautiful day.
It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. A wonderful day in the neighborhood.
I'm going over this mountain. I'm gonna go off.
Do it. Jump that mountain.
Go up this hill.
Right here, easy.
Taking out trees.
No, yep, and the front of your car is fine. Cactuses, bushes.
My tree, I'm starting to lose. My brake light is busted. My windshield over here is a little broken.
Yeah.
My front headlight is messed up. Oh, doggone it! Where's the checkpoint? There it is. Evidently, in this game, you're gaining experience no matter what you do. So,
yeah, they said it's like supposed to be like an MMO racing game. Is essentially what it is.
Yeah. So basically, no matter what you do, even though yes, you may crash into different things, you're gaining skill points in something, and you'll get better, of course, with those skill points. But you're always gaining skill points. I didn't mean to hit you. Start back over. Rewind that. I'm just going to take it straight through the dirt. Went around.
You have arrived at your destination.
Yeah, that's a smart feature, the rewind, because just in case you get caught in a place where you're stuck in the ditch, you can't move.
Oh yeah, save your ass.
Oh
For
man, I
sure.
hate those days.
Look at there. Get the dust. Burning them tires. Yeah, I can see myself playing this a lot. I like cars.
Me too. I like games like that.
Mm.
Big fan.
Oh, John, what are you playing now?
I'm in Age of Empires. I've been playing it a lot. I won't lie. I actually might use it as one of my adult games, since we haven't really talked about it on the channel.
Yeah.
And it's accurately depicts battles from the past, and it even has like little like documentaries it shows before the battles. It's really cool.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy Age of the Empire. It is definitely a lot of fun.
I'm playing against a real person right now.
Ooh.
Against a little person.
A real person. I'm playing
okay.
online.
You're playing against a little person?
A little person. Come on, Sleepy. Happy.
No. Right? Everyone plays games, right? Everyone.
Yeah.
Except for me. Everyone but me.
No, you were doing Pictionary last time.
That was so fun.
That was.
What was? Oh yeah, Mark was trying to draw
Cherry blossom
grapes so that they would look like cherries.
Oh man, that in Minecraft. That's a telephone.
Sweet soul.
Mark, how does the telephone? Well, you play Minecraft on the telephone. It was so silly.
Sweet man.
So tell me about him. His abuelo means great grandfather, but in the family.
Jahan is ready for bed or something.
John,
Really.
you getting sleepy?
I'm getting
No.
there.
Just a little stress.
You got this.
Just right here, all this stress here.
Yeah.
You got this, bro.
And I'm not even gonna lie, I'm freezing my butt off. Like I didn't even turn on the heat yet in this event space, so it's like frigid cold. I feel like I'm sitting outside doing this.
Ugh.
That's how it feels.
We'll turn it on.
I don't want to.
Okay, well then don't.
It's gonna take too long to warm up the space, and then like by the time this is done, it's like it's no point.
Yeah.
So I literally am probably gonna just throw on my jacket, really,
Yeah,
honestly.
definitely.
But I don't want to do that either. So I'm just gonna deal with it. I'm just going to deal with it.
What a conundrum.
What I love about you, Jahan, is that you say a lot of very Virgo things, and it's awesome.
Wait, what's your sign?
Taurus.
Oh no.
Which is funny. That's what everyone says about Virgos.
No, and I'm not saying it in a bad way.
Yeah.
It's just no, we're just very compatible. That's why.
I really?
Oh yeah.
Maybe. I mean, you're cool,
Virgos
dude.
always fit like the mold of like what Taurus want, but the Taurus is always the one that mess up the relationship because they're very unpredictable.
No, I'm just stubborn. And then Virgos have
that
no
too.
time for that. And I'm like,
No, we don't.
and then
We
that's how
actually
it
don't.
is.
Yeah, that's how it is. But still, even though we don't have time for it, we kind of like we're not upset about it. We don't make it really much of a big deal. But in a sense, we just just say, hey, listen, you're kind of doing too much. It's just that we
And then
just
I'm
like to kind of
like,
like
I'm too much. Yeah.
yeah, exactly, right. So it's like you take it. We're just being transparent, and
Uh-huh.
we're just like, what? What are you saying?
What's funny is that I'm just like whatevs. I'm more like I'm on the cusp of Taurus and Gemini, so I'm more relaxed in both. Like I kind of fit the mold of both, which is
Okay.
cool. But I do have some good friends who are Virgos, and it works out.
Okay.
But like it is kind of funny. Sometimes you do feel that like you're like and then we're like, we don't take it personally, it's fine. Then like the next second it's like, hey, how's it going? Yeah.
Oh no, we're good company.
Yeah.
We're definitely
You're good
company.
people, Jahan.
Damn right.
Aw, what's your sign, John?
I'm an Aries. I'm fun. I'm a blast. I'm a good time to hang around.
That's what every Aries says. And then we're like, okay.
My wife's an Aries too. Aries usually only get along with other Aries. Yeah.
All right, you're a Pisces, Aquarius. What are you, Jatovi?
I'm a Pisces.
Age
Smack
of
dab
Aquarius.
in the middle.
The age of Aquarius.
Smack that. I go with the flow. Try and keep everything peaceful and just let's just work together and have fun.
I don't want peace.
I get along with Pisces as well.
Always.
And then my best friend, he's the Cancer crab. Like he's in July and he's a riot.
Looks like Nivix is a Pisces too. That's what I'm talking about. Pisces in the house, Nivix.
Pisces.
I'll take care of the rest. What did I tell you? Finding cards isn't magic.
Yeah, I'm smack dab in the middle. I'm March 1st. I got days before me, and the same amount of days before me as the same amount of days behind me.
Mark is a Cancer.
Damn, Mark. You hear that?
No, he's just like super sweet and he's in his feelings, He's always in his feelings.
Oh, Mark.
My dog Henry's a Taurus.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, people, if you're not bored yet, what's your sign? Hey, guy who found my number, don't text me your sign because I blocked you.
Wow.
I want to look this dude up now. I want to pay for one of those reverse lookup things.
Yeah, he can hit on me. I'll allow it.
I have his name, guys. I'll give it to you.
Uh-oh.
Everything you do earns you accolades.
Taurus.
Other races, stunts, everything. If you earn enough accolades, we'll be able to expand.
Oh my gosh. On that note, I'm going to bed, guys.
I think I'm gonna be hopping off here soon too.
Yeah, it might be time to call it a night for the night.
Yeah, sure.
It's always good to see you guys.
Definitely. Good to see you. Thanks for dealing with us, internet land.
Right? They're like, what are these people? Who are they?
Something's wrong with them.
Oh my gosh. Cool.
All right, bye, everybody. Y'all have a good night.
All
You
right.
too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Everybody, next week.
Later.
Being able to represent yourself as who you are helps others to speak for themselves.
I'll say, as I know right now, the Star Trek and Marvel universe are connected, but there is the multiverse, so you never know.
Who's her? You know her. Don't pretend you don't.
I know her. I've known her my whole life, literally. So,
Are you gonna toss it off to me again?
I mean, no. I'm tossing it to Janora. Janora's gonna have to introduce herself.
Ladies' Day.
Yes.
Wait.
I don't think there's a video game that simulates what it's like to have a family.
Definitely simulation game.
Are you kidding? I get left burned on fire. My mom leaves the stove on. That ain't a family. My house burns down half the